You can stay here at Illyrio's palace and drink yourself to death. Or you can ride with me to Marine.
Yes.
And I drink myself to death on the road to Marine.
Yes.
Whoa, the two of them.
Power team.
Right.
In the year 2022, a young man named Angel binged a show called House of the Dragon over the course of a week. Later, he joined his friends for the finale in a pub of no particular note or importance. But it was only revealed afterwards that the young man had never seen nor been spoiled of the original series Game of Thrones. Now, watch and relive the series from Angel's truly unique perspective as the watchers in the bar present.
Hey, what is up, everybody? It is me, Sean Tank Top. I'm over here at Casa de Tank Top, and we got Angel. What's going on, babe?
This
is happening, right? Actually, when these shows are coming out, we are like in that mid 2014, 2015, like hipster, like LCD sound system. Like, this is happening. It's like, well, that happened.
Bro, I'm straight up not having a good time.
Game of Thrones. We are on season 5, episode 1 right now. Just got done with episode 4. Now we begin 4 seasons down, 4 seasons to go.
So officially half.
We are. This is as close to the razor's edge of halfway as you can get.
Which is crazy because it's been a lot.
It has been a lot, hasn't it?
It's been a lot.
It's been a bit. Coming off of, we talked about it and we had our most kind of like in-depth, just kind of like breakneck. We got a lot of things to say about a lot of stuff. Finale of last season, of season 4. In a lot of people's eyes, like the best, like among their favorite seasons, and that it's your favorite season thus far.
So far, this is my favorite.
That makes sense. It's a juggernaut. Like, there's so much. I mean, like, obviously the Pedro of it all, obviously all that stuff, but just like, I mean, there's things that have been, from the very first season. Like, we're getting some answers. Like, we find out that it was Liza Aaron that poisoned her husband, that set off the whole John having
Littlefinger,
and Littlefinger was behind it and all that other shit, and all that stuff. I mean, like that, we're finding, like, we saw a keyhole into the Ice Kingdom, like, and turning like babies into White Walkers and all this other shit. Like, we've seen like more of that stuff. Bran is talking to a old ass mother in the tree. He's talking about he's going to be able to fly and stuff like that.
With children throwing fairy grenades.
Fairy grenades. Happy Pride, everybody. Like, absolutely balls to the wall breakneck thing. What do you have? What are you expecting going into this? Or what's on the forefront of your mind, like, as far as going into season 5?
Like rapid fire, I feel like Arya, wherever she's going.
She took off. She was the last shot of the season.
And then
she's going to Bravos.
I would still like to know where the Gendry is rowing
totally,
to,
absolutely.
and his arms better be jacked.
Oh my God, can you believe it? Yeah, he's going to look like Conor McGregor in that new Roadhouse movie who just walks like this the whole time or whatever.
I can't see what this is about. Where the fuck is everyone?
We actually have a reaction to that on our Patreon if you guys want to check that shit.
And Tyrion.
Tyrion's in a box.
Yeah. He's
gotta put Tyrion in a box.
Something special, girl.
It's my in a box.
He is out of the Westerosi loop completely. He is not a part of. He is now like persona non grata. He basically also, probably in the eyes of everyone, if there was any doubt in like the public or anybody else, doesn't it seem like he did kill Joffrey?
Everybody's gonna be like, oh well,
he did. Like,
he's killing his whole family.
He's a devious little. It seems like it was a pretty monumental page turn. It's gonna be interesting to check this thing out. You guys ready to go?
I'm less excited. I'm scared.
Right, you're not excited. You're scared. Yeah. Again, back to the House Perez words over there. Absolutely. Right, so we appreciate y'all very much for hanging out with us as a HotD fan goes through Game of Thrones for the very first time. If you guys want to get our coverage of all of our Game of Thrones coverage and all of our HotD coverage too, there's a way that you can do that. You guys can get early and uncut access every week when we make a drop on YT. You guys get the next corresponding episode completely full and uncut for your viewing pleasure. Killer fucking done.
Yes!
Oh! Woo!
Come on, Season 5 Gore.
All right. The link's in the top end comment in the description below, and it's going to take you to our Patreon. That's how you're able to get it. You hit us up over there at the premium streamium tier. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them things, and that will get you full and uncut access to all of our Game of Thrones coverage, all of our House of the Dragon coverage. You guys are gonna grab a hold of the bar stuff that you're gonna be hanging. Like I know you work on some Sundays, but you're gonna be making it out to the bar.
I'm pretty sure it's on after I get out of work. I'll be here.
8:00, so I think you got it.
Set.
We're gonna save you a seat. So we're gonna be hanging out. We're gonna be able to go through all of that stuff. Also, our journey through this thing, we got a ton of shit over here, so we hope you guys consider doing that. But if you can't do that, you still want to help us out, you can hit us with a like, subscribe, ring the bell thingy, because that shit always helps. It never. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us.
Who's our first person
Who
in
is
Season
it?
5?
We shouldn't be out here alone. Why not?
Oh, they're
Your
dead.
father. You don't need to be afraid of my father.
Lesbians.
One can hope.
Oh my god, I'm so scared for them.
Oh my lord, what are we? We're on the set of the Witch or something like that.
Yeah.
Like Baba Yaga.
Also, who is her father?
Who are these girls? Uh-oh.
Survival instincts are at a 0.
I'm not terrifying. You're boring.
Oh
You don't know
no.
what I am. Your blood. Give me a taste.
I don't know, man. They always do the thumb. I never understood that. Like,
In Vampire Diaries, they always did their
right
palm.
here, like on
and
the
I'm
thumb or there, and you're like, what
how-
the fuck's going on? F***ing it.
a literal taste.
Eee.
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
You'll be queen. For a time. Then comes another. Younger. More beautiful. The king will have 20 children. And you will have 3.
That doesn't make sense.
Gold will be their crowns.
Come on, we have to go. We have to go. Cersei!
I knew it!
Oh, damn!
I knew
Got-
it. When she said much younger, I was like, oh
It
my god,
started
it
to
has
seed
to
it
be
in.
Marjorie.
You're just like, right. But again, like, it's like this weird, like, self-fulfilling prophecy shit. Like, is she so dead set against Marjorie because of that? Or did she actually see the future? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Your Grace, many of these lords and ladies have traveled day and night to be here from all 7 kingdoms.
They will wait.
when The Rock finally gets to
Oh.
the set. They always do that shit with the eyes. Like, remember John Aaron? It's just like these funny googly eyes. If you please, Kenny, if you could put the googly eyes on this one, that'd be great. Thank you so much.
He never wanted you to be a king's guard, but here you are, protecting his dead body.
Can you quit now?
They're going
Yeah.
to try to take.
Did you set him free?
You can't lie to her.
Tyrion may be a but at least he killed our father on purpose. And by mistake, with stupidity.
Starting off strong.
Yeah. That's like our first flashback ever, by the way.
Yeah.
We've never done flashbacks in this show. Ever. Like, oh, we're just catching up with the Lannisters, man. Oh. Varys with the perpetual stank face. He's always just like, yeah.
I still don't see why I had to stay in this crate once we set sail.
I saved your life.
Do you know what it's like to stuff your through one of those air holes?
No, I only know what it's like to pick up.
Oh my god, dude, that's a solid friend
Yeah.
right there, man.
You already drank yourself across the narrow sea.
In a box. Why stop now?
Because we are talking about the future.
Never advocated, but throwing up is always the best move, honestly. If you're trying to not be, like, in bad shape the next day, like, don't fight it, is what I'm saying,
Yeah,
if you have to.
I just give in.
Yeah, right. Are they...
Tearing it down.
Oh, damn. You...
And no more Harpy.
Harpy Columbus, go f*** yourself, like...
Harpy Columbus. Damn, they put money into this fall. That looked good.
Oh my god. Damn. But he doesn't have any of the naughty bits. Just be a couple of scissor sisters or something. Which will work out just fine.
Yeah.
You know? Unsullied got to be like the best kissers.
Oh yeah.
The best like cunnelingers. He just went, oh, that's fucked up. He just wants like mama cosplay. That's crazy.
I went to a go-go bar and I saw this guy pay somebody for a lap dance, but the lap dance was just him getting hugged.
Money well spent on in his world. I mean, like that. Oh, whoa! We walked right into that one. Who are these guys? Okay.
They left it on the body.
Damn, that one caught me so off guard.
I mean, it was so like kind of nice, and it says a lot about what these guys have gone through and shit like that. And then,
I wanted to speak with you.
Nice.
I have heard they found his body in a brothel. May I ask you why?
Are you sweating me out for going to the titty bar right now? Like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, for real.
Like, these kids can do what they want.
I do not know.
Literally just the fact that you can, and you can have some type of companionship. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like if something was taken away from you, you're gonna find a way to still like have something.
Yeah. Oh, there's your favorite guy.
Get your shield up.
Too soon. It's funny because he's like a good person.
Well, I mean, he wasn't wrong for what he did. You know, you're still on that hashtag gang.
Just for
that
now.
was a hashtag. That was like during the real thing.
How many brothers can say that they've killed a White Walker and a Fen? That might be the first in history.
Lit.
Right.
I love his confidence that he has now.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got a named after him. He's got like a secret fucking girlfriend and shit. Like,
shield up.
The king wants a word.
Oh, jump scare.
She was like, like you expect to hear like that Jason Voorhees like, like as soon as it turns over.
Almost forgot that
like
that was happening here.
Right. Her like looking through the flames and she can smell that king's blood on him, boy.
You're cold, my lady.
Never.
She must be from Chicago.
Has to be.
She goes running in 40-degree weather with her shorts. And she's freaky deaky too. She likes to kind of like get down with you. And
every single person. Are you a virgin? None of your business.
Good.
And he's like, there is no railings. Are we in the fucking...
Push them.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I shall take back the North from the thieves who stole it. Tywin Lannister is dead, he can't protect them now. I shall mount Roose Bolton's head on a spike.
I'll take it.
Let's do
That's
it.
an ally.
We're not talking about the damned Night's Watch. I'm talking about the wildlings.
Whoa.
The ones they collected?
Well, I mean, like the ones that are, I think, camping like on the other side for the moment.
Once the North is won, I'll declare them citizens of the realm. I'll give them land to live on.
Not bad. Not bad. I mean,
convince him to bend the knee, or he burns.
Jeez.
How much time do I have? Nightfall. Sun drops fast this time of year.
About 4:30 or 5. Oh,
my lord.
She's dyed her hair.
Attack.
It's not red anymore.
Great warrior. He swings a sword like a girl with pulls. As for his skills, he makes no promises.
Hey, but at least he's doing it.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, exactly. I mean, like, you know, we can beat some of those titties out of his mouth and shit like that.
He was breastfeeding for too long.
Until he was 10.
The only reason you're here is because Jamie Lannister told me you weren't safe in the capital.
But I'm your squire.
Do you even know what a squire is?
An attendant to a knight.
I'm not a knight. That means you're not a squire.
Where would I go?
I don't care. I'm not your mother.
Aww.
Found Arya. She didn't want my protection.
Sansa's still mine.
Will you shut your mouth?
Pot is just trying to be a G right now.
He's
and
literally the most wholesome person.
She's so disappointed that she couldn't find Arya. It's like she's...
Good lords are dead and the rest of them monsters.
She's probably feeling like just despondent. And...
You can only take so many L's.
Yeah.
You told Lord Ross you were going to
Whoa!
the Fingers.
I did.
She doesn't know how close she is.
But we're heading west.
It's so crazy.
Oh
It's so crazy when they're so
God.
close. You know what I mean? That's like that brand Jon Snow shit from last season. You're like, God damn.
Or even Arya and the Hound with Sansa.
Right.
They were right there at the gate.
But just being in his presence was enough to make it so clear just how formidable a person.
Good thing he's wearing such a big cloak. You need more than a math book to cover that shit up.
This little kid.
Yeah, dude. Oh.
Your Grace.
Lancel. Haircut.
Cousin Lancel, I hardly recognized you.
Glow up.
Yeah, what the hell?
They call themselves sparrows. Religion has its place, of course, but at a certain point.
Oh.
They never would have come to the capital when Tywin was alive.
Sure, he'll grow out of it.
Weird. Some cult.
Yeah.
I hear the word religion. I'm like, oh, a cult?
Yeah, dude. Like,
I led you into the darkness.
I doubt you've ever led anyone anywhere.
Into our
oh, so he's all the way. He's a true believer.
There was the king, his boar hunt, his wine.
He's just...
Did she place the hit on Robert Baratheon?
I don't know.
Because he was with them.
Yeah. No, and that's always been at least one big purveying theory. And it did happen. We just don't know who did it.
He seems to say it's him.
Well, I mean, like, who ordered it? He didn't come up with the idea.
Oh, no, but...
Yeah.
He's implying
But
her.
she's just like, yeah, it's fine. I didn't want Robert alive anymore.
Dawn. It doesn't. It does.
How dare they both move on?
His son's name?
I would never take another lover again.
It'd be hard to beat Pedro for sure. I mean, like,
Yes.
but he was just he was just a client, you know. He's just a pro. He's just a sex worker, you know.
Crazy.
It's Dawn.
You know, Iron Fist isn't too shabby either. I mean, there's no Pedro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
We're late for dinner as it is.
Very respectful.
I'm very hungry.
Also, he heard that door slam open and did not care.
What's your name?
Oliver, my lady.
I'm afraid my brother is keeping the king waiting. Oliver.
she is so sick. For a second, I thought she was just gonna be like, no, carry on. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, because she's freaky as fuck, dude. Like,
Perhaps you might consider being a bit more discreet?
Why? Everybody knows everything about everyone.
Kind of true.
Yeah.
Keep a secret in a place like this.
In any event, you shouldn't keep your intended waiting.
this is it's a little Cersei Jamie here, like where she's like, take this seriously, you child. You know what I mean? Like,
She doesn't marry
Like, why am I playing the game for the both of us?
right.
Eunuch, the spider, the master of whispers.
Imp, half man.
I liked Master of Whispers.
Master of Whispers, great. Oh yeah, absolutely.
You have your father's instincts for politics, and you have compassion.
Compassion. I killed my lover with my bare hands. I shot my own father with a crossbow.
They both
I never said you
deserved
were
it.
It was pretty sick.
What is it you want?
Perhaps we've grown so used to horror, we assume there's no other way.
Varys is a big Star Trek: The Next Generation fan. He's
A ruler loved by millions with a powerful army and the right family name.
Good luck finding him.
Her.
Who said anything about him?
Come on.
You can stay here at Illyrio's palace and drink yourself to death, Or you can ride with me to Marine.
Yes.
And I drink myself to death on the road to Marine.
Yes.
Whoa, the two of them.
Power team.
Right?
Whatever he wants from me, he's not going to get it. If he really believes I'm going to reopen the fighting pits.
You should reopen the fighting pits.
Yes.
Give a lot of beefcake in this one, you know?
So one day when I was 12, she sold me to a slaver she f***ed the night before.
Just talking about this guy, he would have been a great Gambit.
I wasn't.
I could see that.
And he was in this other HBO set in New Orleans called Treme, and he could do a good Cajun accent too. So you're like, so I was just like, it could have worked, but
Soon I was famous. 10,000 men and women screamed my name when I stepped into the pit. I made so much money for my master. He set me free when he died.
let's get this prequel with like this gladiator movie that we have right here.
I would watch that.
Are you not entertained? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't want another child's bones dropped at my feet. No one's seen Dragon in weeks.
Damn.
All I know.
Dragon queen with no dragons? It's not a queen.
He's not wrong, like, if that's what you're known for, and all of a sudden you just put them away.
yeah, like you gotta
Figure it out, girl.
Or I don't know. It's like, I mean, they had dragon handlers in fucking HotD, and it's like I don't know. You need to find like some old nerd that like is read up on all that shit. You know what I mean? Like
Some
and just
old
be like
nerd.
Yeah, like so, or just any a nerd that like knows a lot about this shit, you know, like another like horror scene. Like there's been like scary vibes. Like,
And you know that's my vibe. Jesus Christ.
oh my god, and they're enormous. I think you got to visit them on the daily and and start.
You haven't been there in so long. They're just startled.
I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how often she visits them. Like
when we first met, you were my prisoner, and now, for our last meeting.
I mean, he's accepted it.
You spent your life convincing 90 clans to come together for the first time in history.
Stannis, like commanding giants. You know what I mean? Like, that's like.
How will they do it? Beheading? They'll burn you alive.
Oh, that one got him.
Yeah.
A little eye twitch.
Yeah.
I don't want people to remember me like that, but it's better than betraying everything I believe.
People are so stubborn.
Especially in this era, too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, or this kind of thing. Like,
for what?
Yeah.
But if you can't understand why I won't enlist my people in a foreigner's war, there's no point explaining.
Like, what about asking that?
Well, I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they still might cut a deal. Like, you know.
And then you die for what?
You were prepared to pillage.
The freedom to make my own mistakes was all I ever wanted.
America!
Yeah. I want to say I get it, but I'm like
a little bit, but it kind of reeks of like kind of that libertarian, like.
Oh.
Yeah, it just feels silly, like in a certain sense, and also knowing fucking that the White Walkers are real, like the stakes of it, like it, you know.
Please look at how intimidating that is and change your mind.
What if he just comes up and just trips him slightly and he falls down? It's like, oh,
that counts.
It counts. Yeah, no take backsies.
I wish you good fortune in the wars to come.
And just like and also like the other wildlings, like yeah, like you know what I mean? Like
that's
and
raw.
Just,
that's
Jesus.
Metal, bro.
I mean, like it's metal. It's metal as fuck.
We all must choose. Man or woman, young.
One of those things he goes like, Stannis comes over and is like, listen, I never ask you to make a speech, but you just come up and start doing it. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, was this planned out, or was she like,
right.
I got something?
Right. It's like, oh, that's my cue. You know, like, or whatever.
Let her cook.
Oh.
Too soon.
Free folk, behold the fate of those who choose the darkness.
But she's like that one little kid in like the 4th of July that like wants to light off the fireworks. She's like, but I can light it though, right? I can light it though. He was like, yeah.
You know what would have been raw if all the wildlings like kneeled to show support to save him.
Whoa, yeah. Where you're just like, you don't have to do it. It is hard to imagine what this would feel like, what this would like.
Oh, knowing it's coming too.
Yeah, like. And Ollie's hard.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Damn. Sick.
Metal.
That's cool. That's like one of the hardest things that John's ever done. Boom.
Ain't that? How many times am I happy when one of these ends? That is sick, Jon Snow.
And happy about a guy getting burned to death, sort of. You know what I mean? Like, again, we take what we can get in Westeros.
I'll take it. This was a win for me.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Right?
You've earned my respect, Jon Snow.
Jon Snow. It's like, you know nothing, but you can that arrow. I mean, great shot. Like, right in the heart. Shot. Like, that wouldn't have been the worst if, like, he hit him in, like, the shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, ah! And he's like, oh, sorry, hold on, I'll try again. Like, into the leg. Ah! Like,
if he was a bad shot, I swear.
He is Ned Stark's son.
Also,
his
girl was an archer.
Yeah, oh yeah, and she was crazy too. I mean, like he definitely. Yeah, it's really great that he was a good shot. Good ending.
Good for him. That is gonna piss so many people off.
Yeah, I mean, like it's kind of giving it's kind of cool because like Jon's not usually that type of guy. Like I mean, maybe he has kind of slowly been becoming that. Like I think like especially like maybe like starting like last season where he goes like we got to kill everybody. I'm gonna go do it. Like, you down or whatever it is, and kind of being like a little more openly defiant and like kind of being a little less of like just like a Stark just like no, okay, all right, I guess so, you know what I mean, like
yeah.
And so wiping the slate clean where nobody kind of gets like what they want. Like the Red Priestess is pissed, Stannis is pissed. It's a bit of it spares the wildlings like maybe a little bit of like if they had to really like sit there and like listen to him
because he wasn't starting to like scream
he was about to though. Yeah. You know what I mean, like and kind of where it's like I mean, and it's a little bit good for them because it's like okay, because I feel like if it would have just went all the way full tilt and he just would have burned, that after them seeing it, there's no way you tame those. There's no way.
Also, they probably would have went off the chain while it was happening.
It's possible.
Like even handcuffed or whatever.
It's possible. They're like, who gives a shit? Yeah, well, I don't know. It's one of those things where it does show like that there is not, because that would be like, I mean that's a terrible omen and it's really tough that like we show up and our president gets burned alive within the first day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think it's just like a little bit of it mellows like maybe their impression of people, beyond, inside of the wall.
It also is like Jon giving him his last wish because the only thing he was kind of afraid of was people remembering him screaming.
He doesn't kneel, but he doesn't die like a wretch. He was like,
I don't want that to be burned in people's brains.
He was like,
no pun intended.
But yeah, no,
so Jon was like, I'm gonna honor that.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's getting really good at, before he's like, I need to do the right thing, but now he's realizing that the right thing isn't always like by the book. It is like
or like he said, even though it's
subjective,
even though it's the right thing, it like the right thing may seem like in the ways of like of this world or like the hierarchy or whatever, like the rules of the realm that you probably mean to like save and serve, like aren't always like the best ticket to go forward and shit. And the wildlings taught him that.
Yeah.
Him just understanding that this whole thing is like a lot more not nowhere near as black and white.
Which is like what we got as viewers.
Yeah.
Like even with like
100%.
I don't even want to remember that little boy's name.
Ollie.
Ollie. But even
Ollie.
with Ollie, it's just like
Yeah.
we saw the wildling's perspective, we saw his perspective. So
Yeah.
it's like, what is the right thing anymore?
Yeah. Or just at the very least, you just at least understand why people do what they do. You know what I mean? Like, you can also not agree with it, and all that. But yeah, I mean, so what'd you think?
That's I think one of the main times I've ever for Jon Snow.
Yeah. You fist pumped for him. I mean,
he's getting there.
Yeah, I mean, like I think he's like a bit of a slow burn. I think in a certain sense, and like
Dare I say I like him?
I'm a Jon Snow fan. I like Jon Snow, but that's obviously me having having watched the whole damn thing and stuff like that. But no, but I peeped that
because he was almost Sansa level for me in season 1, and now I love both of them.
Or kind of like he was like Sansa level like episode 1 of season 1 before she got Lady. Like where you're like, oh, they're there. You know what I mean? Like you weren't really
uninteresting.
You weren't really clocking him that much. You know what I mean? Like and also old girls just sitting there and goes like, are you a virgin? Are you? You ever fuck? You ever gotten it wet before? And he's like, yeah, good. And he's like, huh? Excuse me? Like what? I don't know. But also, I wouldn't talk to that girl.
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't talk to her.
She's like, I like a man who knows what he's doing.
She's fucking fine as hell, but the vibes are.
She's probably the person in this show, in my opinion.
Outwardly, or is absolutely a part of how she operates, and it's like horniest. Who's the horny? Well,
you guys let us know.
Tyrion's pretty horny.
He is horny.
Tyrion's a horny guy. I mean, he found his way.
He found love and then
in a hopeless place.
Boo! He sure did.
No, but I mean, certainly when we meet him and probably writ large of it, like if you're making an aggregate of his entire of his entire adult life. Bron's pretty horny.
He's a horny guy.
He's a horny boy.
Oh, duh. Pedro.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Pedro. Well, I mean, it's so brief, and it's just like it just makes.
But
sense.
all of his scenes were horny.
Makes sense. You know what I mean? And then also Tormund's also a guy. He's talking about. It's like make sure she's as slick as a baby. Whatever it was yeah. So I think that there's characters. Hey, let us know are we missing anybody? Characters out there. I mean, Daenerys is also kind of getting horny. I love just the casual, like they're rolling through town. It's like we're rolling through town. We're hooking up tonight.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like
she's like, oh, he's back.
It's like awesome. He's pulling out that dagger, just kind of.
Which one?
It's like that's what I'm saying. But he was. He goes he's like, remember that dagger? The time that I killed that guy. That I killed that guy with this shit, and I think that was the same night that I dropped Trout. Dog shit out of you. He's like, yeah, I don't know. Let's check it out.
It's just here.
Just took it out. I wanted to polish it a little bit. Or whatever. Sons of the Harpy scene, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Insurgents, they wear masks. So, I mean, that's going to be a thing.
That's a thing.
That's a fucking
that is something
thing.
We have to look out for now.
Yeah, and
I'm worried for Wormwood.
Wormwood.
Wormwood. I'm pretty sure that's from a C.S. Lewis book.
C.S. Lewis thing or something like that. It's also a big component of this.
Malort?
Malort has wormwood in it, which is what gives it that awesome flavor. That scene was brutal. It was well done. I mean, again, it gave an interesting keyhole into just a life of a random Sullied and shit and everything like that, and then these guys show up, and apparently that fat hua over there, fucking working with them and shit. That was tough, man.
Which is crazy because I'm like, you're getting paid to hold somebody, and I'm sure you've gotten paid to do things that you didn't want to do.
Right, and I'm sure. Who knows? I mean,
isn't this a top-notch client?
Right, you don't got to put up with anything. They're not violent. They're not doing it's relatively safe. It's very low effort.
You just get to lay there.
Also, the whole like, you know, who knows what your situation was prior to were you like, you know, were you here of your own volition, or did you get Epsteined into this something like that? Or like, I don't know. It feels like, but who knows? I mean, like, you know, maybe they just paid her the right amount to be able to get at one of them and shit. You know, like, did you have a favorite scene by any stretch?
I don't know. I feel like, although I'm not digging where she's going, any scene with Cersei in this episode, she was like,
she's great.
She's like always eating.
Yeah, it's always great. I mean, like, and again, like, this is, I mean, this is the role that will, like, forever define Lena Headey's career.
I don't like where she's going, though.
I mean, like,
the end of the last season, she was already unraveling, and this one, she just seems so disconnected.
Yeah, or just, like, I don't know, something, like, it just so dead set against what needs to, like, anything that kind of even remotely makes, like, sense as far as just, or what any normal person would do, but she's not normal. And also the other thing is that we got a keyhole into the lack of that normalness is also that she's been her entire life. I mean, like, and our first flashback ever in this show. They have never done anything like this. We've always kind of more relied on people, like, you know, and I think it's and that's honestly sometimes what I prefer. Like, I would rather have somebody, like, regale me with a story and I listen to it, and then I can kind of, it's like listening to, like, an audiobook or reading or something where you sort of, it's the theater of your own mind, and you can kind of,
and if they're good at it, they're painting the picture for you.
Exactly, right. And, like, they've always kind of done like that, like you know, like, you know, even though we somebody copped a kind of being accomplice to his murder, but, like, when Bobby B was talking about fighting Daenerys' brother on the Trident, he's just like, I took my hammer and I smashed its breastplate into this red ruby. It's fucking showered into the water and stuff, and you're just like, oh, you know, it's a cool. So they've never done anything like that before, and that's interesting.
Yeah.
They're trying to. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, they're in season 5. They're like, we're
gonna do different shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
No Arya.
No Arya.
At all.
No Bronn. I mean,
They mentioned the Boltons. That is the next move.
Stannis wants to take the North. Stannis wants Winterfell.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Like, I mean, I don't really like Stannis that much. I mean, like, even though he's a smash or whatever, but I don't really like.
Better.
Well, no, 1000%. No. But again, like, it's like you're like, oh, like, I kind of didn't like you, like, you know, I've never really been that into you. I don't like your side piece at all. I like your point guard though. Like, like, Davos is great. You know what I mean? Which helps. Oh, way better though. Obviously, you're just like, oh yeah, let them fight. You know what I mean? Like,
you're not like putting people on X's and skinning them and.
Yeah, this is Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. Like, this is like we're just like I don't feel 100% safe around you, but I'm totally gonna be down for you to fight this for sure.
Yeah.
You know, did Jon endanger that by doing what he did? Because it's like openly defying him.
Yeah.
And he's the most unscrupulous out there. Like, that's going to be something to deal with next episode for sure.
But I feel like the red lady, she needs him.
She won't.
Melisandre needs him.
She won't let him.
Yeah.
She won't let him do it.
And he had respect for his father, so I'm sure he's gonna, like, be able to give his little speech about how he respected both sides and that he still got what he wanted, but then they still get to preserve his name.
You seem like a little more pragmatic than your father, you know, or something like that. You know, like, I mean, I don't know, or something. I mean, like, you know, or he's like, I don't know. It was like, well done. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Did not see that coming, you little. You know what I mean? Like, it's possible.
But then, like, a little, you do that again, and I'm gonna have the red lady put leeches on your cock.
And then Jon Snow's sitting there just like, oh, new kink unlocked, right? oh my God.
Tyrion gonna meet fucking Daenerys.
Yep.
I'm so hyped for that.
That's crazy. That's like, again, it's like, it's been watching some of these characters for so long, and also it's interesting to think of, like, because again, I mean, like, it's been, like, a little by little, I mean, like, Sir Barristan, you know, for Sir Barristan, like, you know, the guy who's still not Jorah, like, we've only, like, had mostly just people in Essos, in the Eastern Nation, dealing with her. And now we are starting to, like, very strongly cross-pollinate Westeros character. People that have never interacted with her before.
Yeah.
It's been, because that's the one thing that's, like, that, you know, it feels a little strange, is that she's kind of been in her own show.
Yeah. Like they've only like mentioned her in passing, in King's Landing,
yeah.
and like, oh, is she a threat?
Right, or like I think like the close, and even but like they never like shared the screen or together, like, and like the only kind of real big crossover was like when we're like, oh, we're gonna try to kill her.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and that was it, and that was all the way back in season 1. You know what I mean, and so like it's kind of, it is crazy where you're just like, damn, like. We're gonna start to bring these together now, and that's exciting.
Also, Tyrion and Varys taking over as like a Jorah.
I mean, she is now getting like a legit small council of her own. I mean, she's taken like 2/3 of the old one.
And I know that if Varys is in any scene with her, it's gonna be so iconic to me.
The cattiest shit that you've ever seen. Well, I don't know, my lord.
And I feel like the way they'll communicate is gonna be so cute and wholesome.
I think it could be, absolutely.
Or watch her hate him, and now I'm wrong.
Who knows? I mean, like you know, like I mean, you know, like I don't know. Yeah, they're just like, well, maybe like they're a little standoffish, but you know, give it like a week or two, they're going to drag brunch.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, and Daenerys is gonna be like, woo! Like you can tell she was letting her hair down this episode a little bit.
She did.
We really like literally like we never see her do that shit. We have, or not since like Drogo.
Yeah,
really, like, you know, and so I don't know.
Oh my God, dragons are
they're fucking enormous.
The shit out of me.
Yeah, I mean, like, and I feel like it's one of those things where I'm like, listen, you got to be a responsible pet owner. Sometimes you need that isolation. You know, like that. You got to have a cage. You got to have a crate.
Put them in the kennel.
You know, you put them in the kennel, the crate, you know, or whatever it is. And sometimes you have like those isolation blankets that you put over there because like it's dark, and then they just start to calm down or whatever it is. But you got to let those. You got to open. You got to let them.
Keep them.
You got to give them like a little bit of sunlight, you know, every once in a while, and like be like, hey, remember Mama? Like, you know what I mean? Still like feed him some stuff. I don't know. I feel like she probably needs to kind of like reconnect. Her and Drogon have the strongest connection, like, you know, because there is like a bonding thing that we've seen sort of happen, like with, or like an imprinting thing or something like that. But I think she needs to kind of like, I don't know, I'd be going down there. I mean, and like they're cute. They're a couple of cute boys. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're, you know, like I think that I'm
gonna call animal control if she keeps them in that tomb, essentially.
Yeah, basically, right? I mean, I don't. Well, that's the other thing. I mean, like, I'd have to really read up. I'd have to read the books again and maybe read some more stuff as far as like if dragons like that kind of thing. I mean, like, because they will chill like in catacombs and stuff like that. Like, you know,
I've seen The Hobbit.
Yeah, right. But like, you know, like I think Vermithor or something like that was like the really big one that, you know, what's his name was like singing, that Damon was like singing to or whatever. You're like, oh, like maybe they like chilling that, maybe they're cool with it, but you still got to keep coming around and remind you, like, this is Mama. You love Mama. Like, you don't bite Mama. You don't spit fire at Mama. Like, you know what I mean? Like yeah, I don't know. Like, but yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. Strong start.
Very strong start. Especially coming from season 4, like, again, big shoes to fill. Yeah. I'm already interested. They set up new baddies. They set up like different conflicts and people meeting up. So now I'm already like officially excited to see.
Let's see where this goes.
Episode 2.
Let's see where this goes. And if you guys want to see episode 2 and you guys want to see that shit right now, and you're watching this on YT, you guys want to check that out, you can actually do that by becoming a part of our Patreon. Give us a little bit of support. It is the best way to support the channel. It is it would mean the world, and you get a ton of great stuff. Especially right now, this is like the time to join, because this is coming out. Also, very closely on the horizon is the whole impetus as to how we were able to get this whole thing going, because this crazy fuck decided to watch House of the Dragon Season 1 before he'd ever seen any of this stuff, but we got Season 2 coming out. We're going to be doing bar reactions, we're going to be doing commentary, rewatches, and a ton of stuff over there, and it's all going to be on the premium streaming tier, the $8 tier. So we hope you guys consider doing that, but if you can't do that and you still want to help us out, you can hit us with a like and subscribe, ring the bell thingy, because that always helps. It never hurts. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. We'll check y'all later.